7. The man at the door. The homeowner wasn't even at the house when it happened. He was monitoring everything remotely through a doorbell camera, watching the feed from somewhere else entirely. And for a while, that felt like enough. Then the notification came through. A man was standing at his front door, dressed head to toe in black, asking to be let inside. The homeowner responded through the speaker, calm, measured, trying to figure out what this person wanted. The man's explanation didn't really make sense. He said he was just checking on things, that something seemed off, but he couldn't explain what.
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door! Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
He didn't leave. The longer the conversation went, the stranger it got. Then he started asking about a daughter, demanding to know who was inside. The requests turned into threats, and the threats turned into something much worse.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door. Now, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
A woman and a child were inside, and before police arrived, the man found a way through a glass side door.
Where the fuck is she? Huh? Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me? Where the fuck is she? You hey, Get the fuck out of my fucking house, dumbass! You think you can fucking shut me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking girl. You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her! Fucking hear you, bitch! You son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you! Give me your chance right now, man. This is the third room, bro. I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house. This is the third room, bro. I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house.
The homeowner showed up with a shovel. A fight broke out. Officers eventually took the man into custody.
Fairfield Police, is anybody inside?
Don't move.
He was identified as 30-year-old Jason Nichols and charged with multiple offenses, including criminal threats. What his connection to the family was, if any, has never been made fully clear, and maybe that's the part that lingers, because there was nothing unexplained about this. No strange figure, no audio anomaly, just a man at a door with intentions nobody has ever been able to confirm. 6. The thing that knew his name. Eric's property in Jacksonville, Florida sits on more than 300 acres of swampland. It's isolated in the way that makes people feel either free or uneasy depending on the night. According to Eric, the land has a history. At some point, it was used as a Native American burial site. He knew that going in. What he didn't know was how that would start to feel relevant. Strange sounds had been coming from the tree line for several days. Not animal sounds exactly, but not clearly human either. He assumed at first that someone had been trespassing, started locking things down, paid closer attention after dark. Around 1:30 in the morning, he stepped outside to check on his chickens. That's when the sound came from the woods. A voice calling for help, calling his name.
Y'all, I just walked off the porch and I came out here to check on the chickens. I just heard, first off, I heard my name. Second off, it sounded like somebody was saying, help me. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. Help. I need help. Eric, can you help me? Hey. Help. I need help. Eric, can you help me?
He searched the area, looked toward the trees, couldn't find a single person. Nothing moving, nothing visible. He went back inside and locked everything. The following morning, he went to check the exact spot the voice seemed to come from.
Do you fucking see that, bro? Look, I'm telling you, bro. What the fuck? Okay, we're just gonna peek in. Oh my, what the fuck? There's fucking walking around in this motherfucker, bro. Hello? So we're gonna have to climb in this motherfucker. Probably should have brought my gun. Hello?
No footprints, no sign anyone had been standing there at all. Then a trailer nearby swung open on its own. He approached. The door slammed shut before he reached it. The sounds came back that same night, closer than before. Eric went out again. Something out there scared him badly enough that he dropped his phone mid-run. The camera kept recording. In the audio that followed, footsteps, breathing, movement nearby. He still doesn't have a complete explanation. A trespasser could explain the sounds, but a trespasser doesn't know your name. And whatever was standing in that swamp left no trace it had ever been there. 5. What was left on the fence? Lauren first noticed the tree in the fall of 2020. It was in her backyard, set apart from the others, dead but visually distinct. Strange holes in the bark, unusual objects pressed into it. She filmed it out of curiosity more than concern.
So, here's the tree. It's dead, but it's very pretty. And there's these weird things that are in it. I don't know what that's for. And it has crazy holes that I like. But here's the pretty red things. Flowers. No, they're leaves. Those are leaves. Oh. I like you. What is that?
Nothing else happened for almost a year. Then in 2021, she walked the perimeter of her property and found that every fence post had something placed on it.
Someone or something has put something on pretty much all of my fence posts. I don't know if someone's like fucking with me or that this is something else, but like it's literally all like bones or like a creepy doll. I don't know what that was, but like horns, skulls. I don't know. I don't know if someone's fucking with me or this is actually something I should be kind of worried about.
Bones, shattered dolls, animal horns, objects she couldn't identify. The nights that followed brought noises she couldn't source. Every time she checked outside, nothing was there. Then one evening, she was on the phone at the front door. The door slammed shut behind her and locked. Her dog was left alone inside, pacing, barking at the window.
Dude, my fucking door just closed.
Is that the slam sound?
Yes, and it's locked.
What the fuck?
I just got locked out of my house.
Is anyone there?
Yes, nobody's here.
That's kind of scary. Where's the dog?
Luna! Luna's inside by herself. I don't even see her in there.
Well,
Hang on.
Don't even think rash.
Luna! 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 Luna!
A couple months of quiet followed, then knocking started at the window.
Luna, come here. Sit. Come here.
Always at night, always nothing there when she looked. Someone knew where she lived. Someone took the time to place objects on every post along her fence line. Whether it was a person trying to frighten her or something else entirely, Lauren never got a clear answer, and as far as anyone knows, she never found out who was responsible. 20 minutes in the dark. In September 2013, a man named Rainey Shaler had a security camera mounted at the back of his home. The property was in a remote, mountainous area, the kind of place where unexpected visitors don't just wander in. There's nowhere nearby to wander in from. His camera captured a woman one night, moving slowly around the yard with no apparent purpose. She didn't walk in a straight line, didn't head toward the door. She moved back and forth, almost searching, almost lost, but without the urgency you'd expect from someone who needed help. She was out there for more than 20 minutes, in the cold, in the dark, and she never knocked, never called out, just kept moving in that same directionless way until eventually she was gone. There's one moment in the footage that stands out, around the 41-second mark. She passes close enough to the camera that viewers could see her arm. She appeared to be holding it against her body, like she was injured, but she never asked for help, not once. When the footage went online, theories came quickly and went nowhere. She was never identified, no one came forward. Whatever she was doing in that yard, whatever brought her to a remote property in the middle of the night with what looked like an injury, none of it was ever explained. 3. The footage from Reddit. This one didn't come from a news report or a viral upload. A homeowner went back through his security camera archive one day, not looking for anything in particular, and found something in the footage he couldn't make sense of. He posted it to Reddit. The clip shows something happening outside the house in the dark. It's not immediately obvious what you're looking at. Nothing jumps out the way a figure in a window might. But there's a quality to the footage that viewers consistently describe the same way. The feeling that something is wrong even when they couldn't put their finger. People who commented offered explanations. Teenagers, someone staging a video, a trick of the angle and the dark. And those explanations might be right, but even the people who were convinced it had a simple answer kept watching it a second time. That's the thing about footage like this. It's not always the most dramatic clip that stays with you longest. Sometimes it's the one where you can't quite convince yourself you understand what you saw. 2. 4 days at the window. The person who uploaded this video in August 2016 had been seeing the same man for 4 days straight. standing outside their building, black hoodie, never moving, always facing the apartment windows, always staring up. They filmed it because nobody believed them. In the footage, the man is visible near the stairwell, completely motionless. The camera rolls for over a minute. He doesn't shift, doesn't look away, doesn't react to anything around him, just stands there, locked onto the window above.
What?
Eventually, the person filming had enough. They ran downstairs and out the front door. To confront him directly. By the time they got outside, the spot was empty. They searched around the building, checked along the wall, looked through nearby bushes. Nothing. He was gone. 4 days of appearing. The one night someone came looking, he vanished before they reached him. No one was ever identified. No one ever explained what he was watching for or why he stopped. 1. The man in the yard. This is the one that requires the least explanation because what's in the image is not ambiguous. A photograph taken through the window of a rural home. Standing in the yard, a man, blue jacket, black pants, heavy clothing, bundled all the way up, a mask covering his face completely. He's not moving. He's not walking toward the house or away from it. He's just standing there, facing the window, looking directly at the person on the other side of the glass. In his hand, there appears to be a knife. The homeowner took the photograph and immediately called police. Afterward, she posted it online with the message, "There's nothing supernatural about this case. No unexplained audio, no figure that appears and vanishes, no question about whether what you're seeing is real. A masked man stood outside someone's home at night, staring through their window, holding a weapon while they were inside. Who he was, what he wanted, and whether he ever came back, none of that has been made public. The image exists. The warning was posted, and that's where the story ends. If you made it this far, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. And if you're not ready to stop yet, the next video is already on your screen right now.